back at it with another Gabriel Henrique reaction. You guys asked for it, and here it is. And I am telling you, I'm not going. Let's get right into it. Come on.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, no, there's no way. No way I'm living without you.
Okay, I'm gonna just pause it every now and then, more often than usual, mainly because it's late at night and I usually get the best reaction and analysis when I'm tired. So what I hear so far is his typical R&B style, going in and out of falsetto and then back to full voice in a very soulful way, usually because I imagine this being in part of musical theater. I would imagine it being sung in that kind of style. And I am telling you, I'm not going. But he is doing it so much more creatively, mainly because he's leaning on that soulful R&B/gospel style that he's always imitated from singers like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, even Ariana Grande, who has her own style of doing that. What I appreciate on top of that is that he's singing it in a key that sounds like it's more comfortable for him. Obviously, he has the voice to where he can handle it in any key he wants, but it sounds like he's singing smart by singing in this key instead, and I just find that pretty appropriate.
I'm not living without you. I thought, wanna be free. I'll stay.
And look at that mouth. This is something I haven't noticed in a long time about any singer. He's like really dropping it, and it's because it's that high for him. He's still a guy singing that high. That's another reason why sometimes his words sound difficult to understand, because it's just so big of a sound, so dropped, that sometimes just to support the note that it just suffers the tiniest bit. But more than anything that I know him to not do well when it comes to diction, it's usually because of his accent and how well he understands what English sounds like. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't understand English well enough to pull off songs in English, but it's definitely not to the crisp diction that I've heard in him sing one of his more recent ones, The Climb, for example. And even a little bit, the tiniest bit being said for when he sang an acoustic version of Vision of Love. Both of which you can click the link right here for.
You're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. Even though the whole time I'm showing that just no way, there's no way we're gonna.
I also hear him leaning more towards a mixed sound so that he can keep the belching style going up there. Usually whenever he has the space for it, I will often hear him just belting up there. Not as much mixing going on, but I hear him doing the opposite, which is very refreshing.
We must push straight and go. I'm not gonna leave us this way. I will. And I am telling you.
One thing I must say, okay, there's two things to break down. First off, let's pull it back a little bit. That's probably something he planned within the recording he's just singing along to, but I do know that if it were a live performance, that is a good moment to pretty much just hold on to that moment for as long as possible, take a breath, regroup, and just keep going with the next phrase on sync, on beat, once the music starts up again. Now, let's bring it back to right here. That part. One thing I'm starting to learn myself as I experiment with it on my own time is that head voice is actually able to connect all the way up there, because it's basically how you would keep connection in the voice going up until you reach whistle range, which is really where he's on the cusp of when he's singing those notes. As long as you got the connection going, you can choose between either of those and honestly slide between them if you wanted to. And I love how he's able to do that.
And you.
Something I also realized that he's imitating intentionally when he goes to that high is the original artist. I don't know who sang that first in the original Dreamgirls, but I do know that it is inherently within musical theater an R&B / soul / gospel style. And I love how he's not only trying to go for a technically sound high belting note like that, but he's also trying to imitate the style that it's in and the original singer, because I know I've seen the clip of it somewhere and it was a colored woman. I love how he's trying to imitate that specific sound, not just make it technically accurate. It's really hard to do that.
Love me. You can love me.
We are listening to that one more time. That was a super clean flip from his normal voice to 2 octaves up. I'm working on the song Emotions as we speak. I won't sing any of it because I don't have the voice for it, first off. Second, I know that I gotta keep my own voice limited because you guys hate when I sing in it. Anyways, I know that you can do the inside part connection between the F3, which is where I feel comfortable doing it, to the F6, which is a 3-octave jump. But to flip up there and cleanly hit the note, that is something of a different beast, and I love how he's able to do that. So I wanted to make an announcement. Obviously, you saw in the YouTube video that it was cut, a good bit of it in the middle. I cut not just my thoughts, but also some of the song that I was reacting to. The extended / full entire reaction, which I'm looking at right now as I'm filming this, has been uploaded to Patreon. And if you want to support this channel from now on, then make sure to join Patreon, only $4 a month. Thank you for watching. Back to the outro. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe with the notifications bell on for more reaction videos, and I will see you all next time.